We don't have long, Robert. This is when the summer starts. Work with Declan. Do your stuff. Finish, download, finish your book. Propose and finally get a job. You're on the right path, I swear. I know you are. You are on the right path. You're making your way there. Right. Okay. Bye.
Hello people watching my videos, my name is Robert Kraybill. If you're someone watching this video and you haven't seen any of my previous videos, hello! Welcome to the video. My name is Robert Kraybill. I'm a filmmaker from the Chicagoland area. I like to get creative, I like making my own props, creative writing, love everything about filmmaking, stuff like that. So now we know each other. Now you can watch this video and not feel weird about it. I feel pretty weird. In this video, I'm going to be talking about everything that I've done this past year, 2016. And also what I'm going to be working on in the future, the next year, 2017, for those of you who don't know math, like me, because I don't go to school. 2016 started off just like any other year, in January. And around that time, Canooper is my main gig. It's usually closed around this time, because it's the middle of winter, and no one's looking to plant any bushes when it's about, 10 degrees outside. But anyway, I had to find another job, since I was no longer working at Canooper's for the season. So I got this one job at this one place from this one friend whose name is one Daniel Carpenter. Daniel was working at Star Cinema Grill, the Arlington Heights movie theater. So one day I asked Daniel Carpenter, filmmaker, how you doing? Do you think it might be possible that I could, maybe get a job at Star Cinema? Maybe you could put in a good word for me? And he did, because he's a stand-up guy and one hell of a filmmaker. Go check out his channel. Right there. So I got an application from Star Cinema Grill, filled it out, and then within a couple weeks I was working there as a food runner. And food runners, let me clarify, food running is not the same thing as serving. Because food runners are just the people who run you your food, hence the term food runner. Servers are the people who actually get your tips. So during the winter, at the beginning of 2016, I was a food runner. My shoes hurt all the time, the non-slip shoes that I got from Goodwill, that were falling apart at the seams, which I still have. Got blisters on my feet, I was chafing uncontrollably, sweating all over people's foods. It was a job. But luckily, I went to this one running store in downtown Arlington Heights, where they sell apparel for all joggers and fun runners and things like that. And there they had compression shorts. It's like underwear, but it kind of compresses everything together, and it kind of goes down your legs a little bit. So I bought a couple pairs of these brand new, ingenuitively amazing underwear, and it worked. No longer was I bleeding in between the thighs. And that's a big tip for you. If you're ever working in a job that requires constant walking or anything, or even if just at school or something like that, and you're chafing, you don't know what's going on, you can't figure it out, just buy some compression underwear. Because it works. Trust me, you're not going to regret it. You might be like, wow, I actually look pretty sexy in these underwear, because I'm not bleeding underneath my balls. Soon Declan started to work at Star Cinema Grill, and we instantly hit it off, because like Daniel and I, Declan is also a filmmaker, more of an actor, but still. So we started planning things, and our friendship grew. We started hanging out and everything, playing Super Smash Bros. Every night in my basement, maybe getting drunk a couple times, but it was all good and fun.
Yeah, when he sprays it, his face is like... Wait, pause it on it.
This guy's face, okay.
Yes, I've seen it.
He's a swine.
He's just saying, black. He's saying, wait, let's do it. Let's say it. Ready? Black. mean, let's say Cody wasn't a little bitch, okay? Let's say he could actually take a hit to the stomach. He turns around to pick up that can. Cody roundhouse kicks him in the face. I just don't get it, okay? I just don't understand the logic of that. Wait a second.
Let's watch it. Okay.
He's not even hitting him. He's not even hitting Agent Cody Banks. If he's probably thinking in his head, if I can't kill you, I'll break everything in this damn house.
And we were planning this one video to make later in the year that I'm going to talk about in a few minutes, called the #1 movie in America. You guys probably remember it from that epic Summer Starts Now trailer video type of thing. That was supposed to mark the beginning of an entire summer of making really awesome short films and everything, and test footage and everything I could muster, but it didn't turn out that way. It just didn't. My fault mainly. So while Declan and I were planning a future project to work on together, I was also helping another filmmaker friend finish his short film. His name is Victor, and we were just finishing up The Right Thing, his short film that he wrote that I was able to film as a cinematographer and DP. DP stands for Director of Photography. For those of you who didn't know that, like me. But after I finished The Right Thing with Victor, I went on a little trip to California. Robert's California video. Probably the most important and inspirational video I've made yet, and none of you can see it. At least not on here. YouTube, that is, because they blocked it. Because I wanted to have my favorite song. So if you want to watch that video, you're going to have to go to Facebook and find it in my videos. Because, you know, Facebook's not a bitch. So after my trip to California, really seeing what it would look like, where I want to end up in a few years, living out there, being a famous filmmaker, producer, don't know how that's going to happen. Going to California was the best part about this entire year. Seeing all the giant stages and sets and everything that they film, all the TV shows that we watch here at home, how they make those and everything. It was amazing seeing all that, especially having lunch inside DreamWorks Studios. All for my mom paying on the trip on a credit card that I still have to pay back, and also my sister Kathy's friend Anne, who works in production out there in California and was able to get us inside DreamWorks Studios. Thank you again, Anne. So after I got home from California and I edited that video together and tried to post it online just to have my dreams shattered, I worked on another video with a friend of mine, Justin. We made a small scooter video called Scoot. It was a new twist on a skateboard scooter video. I think it was really good. I mean, go watch it for yourself. It's a very experimental type of video. I thought it was good. But after that very experimental scooter video with Justin, I started trying to get into the swing of regular uploads. Consistency. Something that, you know, you kind of have to have a lot of viewers. So I tried doing trailer reviews as kind of a regular thing on Death Ray Television. Until I foolishly did a trailer review for Captain America's Civil War. Which is now on Netflix, by the way. That video, the second one for YouTube to take down, was because of the trailer itself. The trailer, its rights, didn't belong to me. A movie trailer. A trailer that plays publicly in theaters. Trailer reviews were my attempt to have consistent uploads on my channel, to give you guys something consistent to watch. New videos kind of every week type of deal. I was able to get 5 trailer reviews in before they started blocking me for that. So after that attempt to try to get something consistent on Death Ray Television, I just wasn't having YouTube anymore. I just didn't want to deal with it, because I didn't really have anything to make consistent videos of, or any videos for that matter. Back in high school, it was different. Back when I was eligible to do the teen film festival at the library, I had stuff to make, and I had friends to make them with too.
Good? Seriously, you like took 30 takes right there.
Yeah, I know I did. I just need this to be perfect, that's all.
Okay, that's cool. But also at the same time, you can't be a perfectionist or this will take forever.
Okay, just one more. Just one more, I swear. hold it up a little bit. A little bit more. That's good right there. That's good.
Not to mention Declan and Jaden and Ryan Smith, who I started to work on a video with. A video that did not make it to the screen, your screen, the computer screen, any kind of screen. Declan and I tried to make this video called The #1 Movie in America. It was a comedic short video, kind of like a mock trailer of this #1 critically acclaimed movie in America. And it was just awful. Like, the acting in the trailer was just terrible. And like funny events would happen, kind of like, you know, like spoofing all the like stupid stuff that happens in movies. So we started to film the footage for this comedic video, but the scenes that we talked about filming that would fill up the trailer wasn't exactly what we were filming. They just didn't look like they were part of this big epic movie trailer. It just didn't look that good. And I was the one filming it, with Ryan's camera and everything. So that movie was just... I don't want to make Declan or Jaden mad or anything, or Ryan too, but it just wasn't a very good planned out video. All the footage is still on my laptop too. I haven't edited it together because it just doesn't really make that much sense. But filming with those guys was some of the best filming ever. We filmed the best choreography scene that I have ever filmed yet. We went to the parking garage right by Star Cinema Grill in downtown Arlington Heights, and we filmed this epic fight scene. We were there for like a couple hours. Jaden and Declan were fighting as Ryan Smith was off to the side producing, and Declan and Jaden, they were so dedicated, they were choreographing the entire time. Anytime you saw them practicing their punches and everything, going about in slow motion until we finally put it together, and it looked just awesome. It was the best fight scene. It's the best fight scene that I've filmed ever.
Oh my god.
And with spring, Canoopers started up for the season, so I started working at both Canoopers and Star Cinema. And that didn't really work out because they were not all flexible with their schedule. I was supposed to work until about midnight to clean theaters for the couple people who decide, you know what, let's do the 10:30 show. Do you want to do the 10:30 show? Yeah, let's do the 10:30 show. Yeah, and get out around like, you know, 12:30. So you won't get out of here until like 1 in the morning. I couldn't do that because I had to get up to work full time at Canoopers at about, had to wake up at 6 in the morning. And keep in mind, I don't have a car, so I had to ride my bike all over the place to work. But after filming all that great footage with Declan and Jaden and Ryan and James, I started working on another video. One with the Brotherhood. You know, Tito, Druce, and Gus Bus. We wanted to make another video. So we got in their car and we drove all the way to Starved Rock National Park. I brought a suitcase full of like all of my props and costumes. We kind of threw this video together. I'm surprised what a masterpiece we created. Because we went to Starved Rock and we dressed up as Boy Scouts in our old Boy Scout uniforms from childhood. Surprisingly, they still fit. Kind of. And we were walking around Starved Rock looking like complete fools. And we filmed a funny video. And this video had the title of exactly what it was. Troop 65's Trail Safety Training Video starring Bear Grylls. Great piece. Just as ridiculous as the Killer Lock-In. By the way, about that, we might film a second one. A lot of the people from my youth group, like Grant Noble especially, he wants to make a second Killer Lock-In. And I'm all down for it. I mean, you know, as long as people don't bail again. Oh, I hope not. And actually, somewhere in this year, we kind of got together and filmed a tiny little teaser just for us, the youth group, to get people psyched about the second Killer Lock-In, if we were to do one. Spoiler alert, we didn't. We didn't, because we just kind of ran out of time. Also, my camera broke. My camera's broken too, by the way. How my camera broke was actually, by me dropping it on the straight up floor. Multiple times. A couple times. And it was mainly during like my social gatherings that I've had over this past year. when I may or may not have been drinking. The viewfinder, the screen that shows you what you're filming, it doesn't work anymore. It's still a touch screen. I can still delete footage and everything like that. That's why I'm able to use this camera still, but I can't see when I'm filming, except for the tiny little eyepiece right in the top in the back of the camera. Because I always have my camera like this, and I'm always looking at the screen, but instead I have to go right up against the tiny hole for the tiny screen. Not seeing... Filmmaking is just a lot more difficult for me. That's kind of why I stopped for this past year. YouTube blocking some of my videos, and also my camera is just busted. And actually, as a little treat, let me show you what that teaser for the Killer Lock-In 2 was. Here it is. Hope you enjoy it.
He's a little crazy.
Are we really doing this? That's what they would have wanted.
Wow. Cool, right? I think it was. It was pretty cool. So that's one project that hopefully, just maybe, I can film next year if the youth group is all on board for it. And if we can, you know, pump out a basic script in time too. Because I would love to make a sequel.